Hi and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Today I'm doing a pick a card reading to confirm where you are or to take a stock of where we are on our spiritual journey to the events that are happening in our lives, to know where we are and what else we need to know or learn. So these are the three piles that I have for you. I've already chosen the cards, so go ahead and pick your pile and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hi and welcome to your reading, group number 1. So before we get into your cards, I have some charms here. I have some charms here that I wanted to use for the readings today. So let's take a look at the charms for group number 1. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, probably there's a message for you. Okay, the bag is so small, so I'm sorry for the noise, and all the threads coming out. But the charms for group number 1. So we have the Eiffel Tower. I hope that is yes, I know, I'm stupid. Okay, you have this badge of knowledge, wisdom. So I feel like with this one, this could be some sort of travel or vacation, something like that. Or this could even be a building, or a structure that kind of resembles this, is what I'm getting. Doesn't have to be that. With this, there is some knowledge coming in, or you might be going for further studies or something like that, some kind of certification. I'm hearing like public service, like army, military, navy, pilot also maybe. So if any of you here watching are in those fields or wanting to be in those fields, or in some way that makes sense to you, then this is a confirmation. This reading is for you. You have the guitar with Hard Rock Cafe, so that might be of some significance for you. Music, arts, somebody plays the guitar. This could be you, or this could be the person that you meet in this building or this place that plays the guitar. I hope you can see the charms. Okay, then you have the bird in the cage. So you guys might have a bird as a pet, or you might like bird watching, or probably there's a particular bird that comes to your window every day at a particular time, and you've started to notice this. Yeah. Then we have the flamingo. This is talking about balance. I feel like some of you might be in some kind of a dance, like dance form, ballet, aerobics, acrobats, something like that. Some of you might be interested in, or might do this as a profession. You might be learning it. Okay, then we have the mask. I heard masquerade, like mask party. I feel like probably Halloween for some of you, or you might have a mask for Halloween, or you have a plan to wear a mask for Halloween, something that looks like this. Yeah. You have another you have another badge over here. I immediately heard going abroad for studies, so some of you might be planning or wanting to go abroad, and you might have a question in that area. You have the compass with 4 directions over here. I feel like the trajectory of your life is changing, like the course of your life is changing. Like you have been going in one certain direction and now it's turning into a different direction. I feel like it's something you haven't imagined it could be. Like you're working towards a certain outcome or a goal that you think you can have or should have, but I feel like this is turning in a it's kind of like a curveball is what I'm hearing. Like, it's going up to there and then it's curving into something that is beyond your expectation. You have the star in the middle over here, something beyond your expectation. So group number one, if you guys resonate with any of these charms, then there's something unexpected coming for you. So this is the Starseed Oracle. I want to start with a message from the Starseeds. You have new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So I feel like you guys, group number one, you're playing an important role in the awakening of the planet, in the rising of the consciousness of the planet in one way, shape or form, like either by your knowledge or by your skills and your gifts. There is something you have to offer to the world in a different way. So, whether it is music or knowledge or service, public service, or I'm hearing blogging or vlogging, there's something new that you are offering to the world through this. Like you are here to do this. So, this could be something that you're really, really passionate about, and that passion is like really necessary for the planet right now, for the awakening, for what is happening on the planet right now. Okay, so we're gonna start with tarot. You have the Eight of Wands. So something's coming in really fast. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Three of Swords. And you have the Wheel of Fortune for this deck. For this, you have the Knight of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Justice. You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so let's read this message first. These are the oracle cards and these are messages from the universe. So I want to do this towards the end. I want to read the message first. Okay, so group number one, I feel like things could be moving really fast in your life. I feel like the energy is picking up speed over here for you. So probably on the outside, the physical things might be the same, but your mentally things are moving very, very fast for you, very rapidly for you. Like within you, there's a lot of changes happening very fast. So like, this could be heightened understanding of certain information. You don't know how you understand it or how you connect or relate with it, or there's certain information like that which you probably like you either didn't have interest in, or you had interest but you didn't care too much, but now like you just understand the information like that. And you're able to, apply it to your day-to-day life. So within you, in your mind, in your body, this change is happening very quickly, but on the outside things could be looking the same. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune over here. So I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is this slow moving energy, and the Three of Swords is the pain. So I feel like, there's this pain around how slowly things are moving, whether it's going to move or not, the self doubt and all of those things. So that is all being, churned out. It's being released right now. Like it's leaving your life. So I feel like these emotions could be coming up. Like I said, things are moving very fast. So you could be feeling these emotions very randomly, very rapidly, and I feel like they will not stay in you or with you for a very long time. Like now you're sad, now you're happy. Okay, now you're irritated, now you're just like, there's that kind of a feeling over here. I feel like mood swings. Okay, mood swings could be happening a lot, where you're trying to understand, or if you're conscious or not, trying to understand or not trying to understand this. But I feel like this is coming up now for you to see and release. So there's nothing over here for you to feel like you're not doing the right thing, or like it's not working. That is not the case over here. It's just that it's time for this energy to leave your life completely, and so it has to come up to release, to go away. So yeah, that is what is happening over here with the Knight of Swords. Okay, then we have the Knight of Swords, the Justice, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, I immediately heard dancing with your demons because of these two guys at the back. Like, you have managed to somehow manage to find the, like, you accept yourself for who you are right now. Okay, the good, the bad, the everything, you notice it, you realize it, and you accept it. So that is the deception that like is being uncovered for you over here in this whole thing. When these negative feelings are coming up, you might be judging yourself, or you might be thinking like, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have done that, I could have handled it different, and all of those things. But like also there is like, it is coming up, but then also there is this understanding of who you are, and whether you would do it again, or whether you want to be in that situation again. Like, there's all this also happening, and because you accept yourself for the good and the bad, you're able to let these emotions go away. Okay, so now we have the Justice and the Knight of Swords. What is happening is there is this balance. It's talking about this balance and this perspective, this idea coming to you. The swords is the mind, right? So an idea, or these insights that are coming to you at this time. This is what the cards are talking about. This is what could be happening in your day-to-day life. Like, this is what you are seeing on a day-to-day basis, whether inside or outside of you. I don't feel like, anything is happening, anything bad is happening on the outside. Like, at the max, everything is still. It's happening the way it's happening. There's no major changes on the outside. But I feel like once this energy is done, like, you will start to see how you are attracting better situations, or better times, or better circumstances, is what I feel like with the Justice over here. I feel like, you're guarding your, and this temple is purple in color, so I feel like you're learning how to guard your mind space now, how to guard your energy now, is what I feel like. I always thought that was a face, but that's a goat, I think, in the medallion over here. I'm hearing sacrifice, but I'm hearing like the right kind of sacrifice. That's what I'm hearing. Like, yes, you are giving up something in your life, you're giving up certain things in your life, but is it's the right kind of things. It's not like if you had a choice, even you wouldn't choose those things. Like, you do those things because of, life turns out to be the way it turns out to be, and we need to do things to be able to handle it at that time, right? And then slowly they become part of who we are. And I feel like you're starting to see that, and then you're starting to make the right kind of sacrifices in your life. So before, if we were sacrificing our fun time because we needed to earn money, now you're sacrificing something else. You're probably sacrificing things that never made you happy, but you just did it because you felt like you needed to do it. I don't know. I cannot think of an example right now. Wait, let me think of an example. Like, so before, if you were sacrificing your fun time, now you're keeping the fun time. You're sacrificing the anxiety of that you have, that you're so attached to when you're having your fun time. I hope this is making sense. Okay, because generally we want to have we want to relax, but the moment we decide to relax, then there's things come up, like, have I done this, have I completed that, I have this call, I have that meeting, I should be here, I should talk to this people, I should follow up on this, I should, there's all these things that come into that relaxation time, and you forget that you were supposed to be relaxing in that time. So now so what I mean by right sacrifice is, you take that time to relax, but you sacrifice the mental energy. Like, you decide that I am not going to think about this, and it's really difficult. Try and do it. The reason why I'm saying it's a sacrifice is because it's not easy to do. Okay, there's a lot that you need to make yourself understand in that time, to bring yourself into the space where you are not going to think about all the things that are clouding or hampering this fun time of yours, even if it is just 10 minutes. Like, it's very easy to think, but do it, and then you will realize why I say it's a sacrifice. So I feel like you're starting to make the right kind of sacrifices. Group number one, you understand this concept, or you're understanding, or you're flowing with this, and probably this reading came in to bring light to that. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, probably this is to bring light to that thing that you are already doing. You just, like, you're doing it unconsciously. Now that you know it, you apply it consciously to every area of your life. I feel like, this pain and this anxiety and these doubts that you're having, it's an illusion. Okay, it's just an illusion. You feel like you're stuck, but you're not. All you have to do is shift your mind, shift your thoughts. Like, physically, you don't have to do anything. Your brain you carry with you wherever you go, right? All you have to do is to change the thoughts in your mind. Even if you are an overthinker, what are you overthinking? What is the quality of your thoughts? Is your overthinking working in your favor, or is it working against you? Because if it's working against you, then you need to change the thoughts that you're overthinking for your overthinking to work in your favor. This is possible. Okay. Really, you guys, like, I feel like for this shift that you are going through, the messages that come these days for the collective, I have made plenty of videos on this process, like literally one thing at a time, in very small short videos. Hopefully you can understand them, understand the idea of how to stay on track. Like, you might be doing it unconsciously, but when you see it consciously, you're able to put it into place. And when you start to put it into place, how do you get to that mind, how do you get to that mindset to be able to put this idea into action. So like I feel like you can get some help through the videos that I have. So if you do have time, and if you like this topic, and if you like to understand more, do check the videos out. But now let's see what the oracles want to say to you. Okay, you have adventure. So group number one, I feel like you guys must be thinking like this is such I feel like, you know, either you are at this point or you're getting to this point where you start to see this journey as an adventure. You start to see how fun it is. You start to see that it's not actually not all that scary that we've been taught to believe. You know, it's so much more open, it's so much more fun, it's so much more intelligent and simple at the same time. It's so complex and simple at the same time. It's so fun to unravel those knots and ideas and put them into real life. Like it's so fun to challenge yourself to walk the talk. Like you guys, I feel like you're starting to understand or you're starting to see the fun in it. You have the Nine of Wands, exhaustion. So I feel like, you know, the message here is this is going to continue to happen. You know, it's always going to be an up and down thing. Today, like 2 days, you're absolutely good energy. Third day, you're like, you don't know where you are. And I feel like this is going to continue to happen because it's only in these times that the learning happens, that the evolution happens. And I feel like group number one, you guys have either got to the point or getting to the point where you understand like this is part of it, it's never going to go away. You're accepting this loop of life, the ups and downs, the yin and yang, the good and bad. Okay, the positive and negative. You have conditioning over here. So So I feel like every day you're starting to uncover a new layer of yourself. You're starting to see where you have been conditioned and where you need to shed the old the conditioning. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you're starting to shed it and you're starting to see beyond the see beyond what is actually happening, and you starting to read between the lines basically of reality and the reality behind the reality. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords with rebirth over here. So like I said, you guys, this Wheel of Fortune, this cycle, this pain that you have been going through, this is ending. You're having a rebirth over here. So you guys have a very high knowledge and understanding of this. I feel like all these topics that I have been talking about, you guys are on the similar journey. You guys understand that information, you understand those messages that I'm talking about over there. Like I feel like you know, you are, you know what you're doing is what I feel like. Even if you don't know, you're flowing in it. You're meant to be here at this time, and so your soul is guiding you, whether you're conscious of it or not. Okay, and so these are messages from the universe to close out your reading. And I have one enchanted evening, the perfect night. I feel like, you know, magic is going to be unveiled for you. Like you're going to see how magical your life is or can get, depending on how much courage you have to walk this, stay, have the patience to stay until this. You know, actually there's never an end. That's another illusion. You know, there's never an end. Look at this thing, it's a spiral, it's never ending. You fall through and you don't know where you're falling. And I feel like, you know, that is something that is very hard to accept, that you're never going to end somewhere and you're never going to rest and you're always going to be searching. And I feel like that is the reason why it's very important to ask, like, what are we actually searching for? How is it going to serve me? What does it mean to me? And basis that, you keep going and going and going and going. I don't feel like we can ever settle in one place and say this is it. Because if I have a manifestation, if I have a wish and I receive that wish, it's going to be there, for the excitement is going to be there 1 month, 1 year, and then I'm going to be thinking about the next thing or working on the next thing. So nothing really, there's no really real end. I feel like that's an illusion. That's something somebody needed to hear. There's no real end, there's no real final point, there's no real destiny. When you reach there, you realize there's more and there's more, and you're always going to keep going, not because you have to go, but because like it's just the way. Now what, like as long as you're living, there's always something to do and find and know and be. Okay, right. The next you have is insight opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. So you guys, your intuition, your third eye is opening over here. Yeah, like I said, when we say third eye is opening, we imagine, because like this is, at least this is for me, okay? I imagine, and because this is all I've heard, like, people talk about third eye opening, and you hear that crack in the center, and you start to see things even with your eyes closed, and maybe that is real. I don't know. I have never experienced it, and I do not talk on other people's experiences. Everything I say is my own understanding and experience, so that I know what I'm talking about. And so for me, what I have understood is, like, I never had that kind of experience. I don't know whether my third eye is open or not, but I do receive this information. It comes like an understanding in my brain, and then I realize that this is generally, I don't know this knowledge, I wouldn't know this knowledge, but now I know it, and I know something has, it comes like a feeling of how the logic is and how it sits and how everything connects. So and it comes like, in a flash. It comes very quickly, this understanding. So you guys might be having that kind of an experience over here. You have the air. Work with the element of air to cut through the core of a situation to see the truth. So like I said, you're seeing the reality behind the reality. The air is the mind, and the universe is very mental, and for this to happen over here, like, for you to be able to leave the old behind and shift into a new, or leave the old kind of life behind and shift into new feelings or new atmosphere or new reality over here, this shift has to happen from the mind. Like, I realize there's no other way. The universe is mental. We are always thinking, so we are always communicating. So it is like, I feel like for group number one, I need to say this to you at this point: your thoughts are not by accident, and like whatever's happening in your life is not by accident. You are absolutely, in one way or the other, choosing that incident, whether you thought about it or you feared it or you wished you didn't have it. In one way or the other, you're calling it in. So pay attention to the thoughts in your mind. This is an important message for you in group number one. Right, so that is your message. Hope this helps. Hope it resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light. Bye. Hi and welcome to your reading, group number two. So before I get into the cards, I'm going to do some charms for you guys, for any messages that group number two needs to hear. I want to take this away because of the noise, but sorry guys, please bear. Alright, so these are your charms. You have this intrinsic pattern here. I feel like ley lines. I want to say ley lines. I feel like patterns forming or reforming in the brain is what I'm seeing, like red, thin, fiery, fine, but it's fire, but it's in the brain. And like, I feel like new patterns, new neurons. Don't know if it's the right term. I'm I'm not a science student, but that's what I feel like with this. So somebody might have heightened brain activity at this time, or there could be an issue with your brain which is rewiring or healing at this time. That's very specific. Take it only if you are here watching this and you resonate with it. For some, I'm feeling like, tingling. You guys could be feeling a lot of tingling sensation in the brain. Is this, can this be seen? Okay, the next we have is a butterfly transformation. So like I said, something is changing in your brain. There's a rewiring happening over here for someone. You have this Christmas tree. Right, the next we have is this guitar hard rock cafe. So you guys could play the guitar. You could be musicians. I feel like you have a guitar even if you don't play it. You have a guitar. I feel like it's a very dusty spider's web. Either the design on the guitar or the guitar literally has webs. Okay, I don't know what that means. Something about the guitar over here, if that resonates with anyone. This is, I don't know what this is. This is like a purse, or I am not sure what this is. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? This has got like some kind of Chinese writing over here, and it's got two lotuses. So I think this is some spiritual um, ornament or something like that. So if lotus or Chinese, those pamphlets, or in the paper, those long thingies, if that script, if it makes sense to you, then you could be Chinese, Japanese, something like that. So Asian. Then you have this, I think this is the peace symbol, so I'm gonna go with peace symbol. You have the peace symbol. I feel like this is a sign for somebody. You might be seeing this sign a lot, or this sign could be significant for you if you're watching this reading. Okay. You have another tree, a Christmas tree. It's strange that I don't feel Christmas with these charms. I feel like pine forest is what I keep hearing, like a dense pine forest is what I keep hearing. Okay, then you have the elephant. So again, this really could be a forest. You have butterflies, you have elephant here. So good luck, prosperity, fortune, money. You have the two swans over here. The two swans over here. So again, animals like a forest. So I am thinking love. Finding somebody you've lost. That's something I heard over here. Finding somebody you've lost. I don't know why I got so excited in that part. Finding something you've lost. Finding something you've lost, or finding someone you've lost. Okay, then we have this. I don't know. I think this is a cat playing with something over here. A lot of animals coming out for group number 2. So, the cat is with this one, I feel like, playfulness is what I'm feeling like. So if this is a vacation or a holiday in, some kind of forest or jungle, then like you try and connect with the spirit of the forest, the animals or the trees or the air. Here is what I'm saying. Be playful in it, maybe roll in the grass, or walk bare feet or something. Be playful, like release all discomfort, and all the negative, just release it and just become free, and just play in the forest like a child. You have a bicycle over here. Okay, so that could be significant, like you like to ride the bicycle, or riding the bicycle takes you back to childhood. Some of you could be buying or thinking of buying. You have another guitar coming out over here. And I'm hearing violin with this one. So you guys somebody could play a violin, or like the violin, or like the sound of the violin. Or there could be a message in some song that has the sound of the violin. I don't know, very weird messages coming today, but yeah, that's a message for someone. You have the tree of life. You have the tree of life. So like I said, luck, there's something to do with luck is changing, favoring you over here. And then you have this cowboy hat. Okay. So yeah, like a forest or a ranch, or like the countryside, a vacation. I'm really not getting beach over here. But it could be for somebody, because of the hat, I feel like it could be a beach also, but forest is really standing out. Let's look at what the star seeds have to say to you. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Okay, so, I feel like I feel like you guys are of the creative lot, and your creativity could be blocked because of a lot of old beliefs, ideas, and a lot of people's opinions and restrictions on you, and you have been abiding by that for quite some time, realizing you're blocked, but then also feeling like you cannot do anything, in this place, and this is how it is. Like, this is just how it is. The general excuse we give ourselves to abide by rules that we do not fit into, right? But I feel like you guys are starting to see beyond that, see behind it. You're starting to understand that this is not how it has to be, at least not for me. This is what I can do in my situation. This is how I can be different. Like, I feel like a whole lot of avenues are now opening up for us to be able to express ourselves. So it's not really difficult for anybody that really wants to find a way or make a way. And I feel like you're understanding that a little more now. Like you're understanding it more deeply now. You're starting to question a lot of things in your life, and you're not just taking information just because somebody said it. Like, you really want to know if this is the truth or not. So you want to go on that experience. You want to jump in the fire to know that the fire burns. Like, that's how you are, starting to put ideas into action, is what I'm feeling like. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot reading. Tarot cards. You have the Seven of Pentacles over here. So I feel like you're learning to be patient. You're learning to be calm. You're learning to enjoy the casuality of everyday life, and just being, or just sitting, or just staring at the sky or whatever it is, like you're starting to find the calmness in understanding how to build calmness in your day-to-day life. You have the Queen of Cups over here. So I feel like you guys are being guided by the divine feminine energy, the kind of calmness that is coming in over here, to be able to question things, to be able to understand it from the root. I feel like this is divine feminine energy coming in over here to heal you, to help you with this healing, healing in the emotions. So removing fears from different areas of your life, removing attachments from different areas of your life, removing old beliefs and understandings from different areas of your life. That is what the divine feminine is doing for you. You have the strength coming out over here, so you finding the courage to go beyond the this is what it is situations in your life, and really see them for what they are. You have the King of Swords, so this is clarity of the mind. He's got a crow over here. So intellect with intuition. Okay, that is what you are doing over here. That is what you are becoming over here. That is what you are learning over here. Intellect with intuition. Yeah. So you have knowledge, but it's not like, it's just up in the air. You're actually applying it to know whether it is or it isn't. You have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys, I feel like you want to make this shift in your career, in your finances, and you do have luck coming out of here. So I feel like you want to make this shift in your career and your finances. So this is your main focus over here. But you also understand that there are other things in other areas that also need to fall into place for everything, because everything connects. You're understanding how everything connects. Everything is a whole. You cannot heal one area and not heal the other. Like, through that everything else will get healed. You're starting to see behind this mesh kind of a thing. You have the Moon coming out over here. So like I said, again, your intuition is being heightened over here. You're seeing beyond the veil. You're seeing beyond the veil because you're questioning. So you might not think of it like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I feel like that's the reason why the reading wanted to come out, to tell you that this is what you're doing. And if you keep doing this, this is what you are going to uncover, discover, or how it's going to be. And so now you consciously start doing it, consciously start questioning things in your life that you thought about it and you realized it does not resonate with you, and now you want to understand why other people it resonates with, and then you start to question it. And the more you deeper you go, the more you realize why you don't align, why other people align. Should you align or not? Or should you just accept that this is for somebody else, this is not for me, and move on, like respect both sides, and move on. I feel like this is something that you're learning in this time right now. You have the king, the knight of pentacles, or the knight of coins over here. So this is very slow moving energy, and I feel like you guys are not being impatient, with the Seven of Pentacles over here. I don't feel like you're being impatient. I don't feel like impatience is a problem. Yes, it is a problem where you want things to move fast, but it's not really a problem because you understand why it is slow, and you understand what you are doing one day at a time, and why you need this one day at a time. So you're okay with the slowness or the chill. Like the divine feminine energy is healed that part of the fear or the unrest in you, where you are starting to be comfortable with the slow chill kind of a mindset or a lifestyle, or yeah. Then you have the Hangman over here. So I feel like you are having a lot of downloads in this chill moment. So on a daily basis, you are seeing more and more information. yeah, you are getting more and more information, you're getting more and more insights, you're getting different views. Like I said again, yeah, looking behind the veil, questioning things, and seeing beyond that illusion is something really standing out for group number 2. Like, this is something that is um constantly, or every day, something or the other is coming to light, however big, however small, however great transformation it's going to do for you, or however small the transformation is. But you are seeing behind the veil of everything, every area of your life at this time. I feel like that's why, this forest, because this time to release the, like, it can get very overwhelming. Something that you have always known to be true, now you realize, like, this doesn't have to be, it is not the truth. Like, it can get overwhelming. And so I feel like, the water, the forest, the animals, nature is what can help you ground, like, absorb all this negative energy from you and refill you with the strength, the courage, the healing, to see beyond the veil and have the courage to do what is right for you, what you feel is, connects with you, resonates with you, and is the right thing for you. Okay, so these are the oracles for group number 2. Let's see the energy. You have the lovers over here. So, like, really connecting with yourself, reuniting with yourself, reuniting divine masculine, divine feminine energy within yourself, finding out who you are, finding that love for yourself, uncovering the veil to see who you really are. You have totality, 5 of wands over here. So there is confusion, there is conflict, you don't understand everything, but you're willing to trust in what you are understanding and what you are seeing and what you know. Even if 10 people are standing in front and saying, no, this is wrong, you are able to still trust that within you, you feel that it is the right thing, and so you trust in that. So yeah, so having enough love for yourself to be able to trust in your understanding of everything that you are understanding. The King of Swords coming out once again for you. Total control of your mind and the reality around, and through that, the reality around you. So you guys are learning mind control. You're learning to control your mind and come more into the relaxed bit. Like I said, you're getting different perspectives, so you're learning to control the mind to be able to have this different perspective and to apply it in your life. You have the 8 of Swords with guilt coming out over here. So you have enough control over your mind to release the guilt, to let go of the guilt, to see it for what it is, and to ignore what needs to be ignored, and work on what needs to be worked on. Okay, so let's see. These are the messages from the universe to end your reading. And you have breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, letting go of vices. So, like I said, letting go of what no longer serves you. Breaking bad habits does not only have to be smoking, drinking. This could be also the way we think about ourselves and about people and about situations. Are you being small-minded, or are you elevating from there? How are you using your mind? Okay, so breaking bad habits. You have labyrinth. You have the transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. Like I said, you're seeing behind the veil, you're questioning, you're not just going with the crowd, you're actually questioning what you know, what you understand to be true. It doesn't matter whether everybody else accepts it or not. You know what is true, what is right, what is wrong, and you're going with what you know at this time. Okay, for anybody that is like, I would say, look for the signs in your day-to-day life. The more peaceful and calm you see in your day-to-day life, what you're doing is working. And the more you're trying to be calm, but the more things are getting fired up, then you know that something you're doing is not working. So you need to take a harder look at that. You have the dragonfly over here. You bring light to this world. Group number 2, you bring light to this world. Maybe in the way that you are able to handle patience, maybe in the way that you are able to become okay with the stillness. Maybe that what you learn in this stillness is something that the world needs to know. This is your angle of your journey, and the world needs to hear your story, right? So, yeah, that is the message for you, group number 2. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light. Bye. Hi, and welcome to your reading, group number 3. Before we take a look at your cards, I would like to draw some charms to see any messages that want to come through the charms for you. This bag is so small. Okay. Okay. Right, so we have the leaf. I feel like structure or framework. You have another leaf, so 2 leaves. I feel like a leaf skeleton could be significant for you, group number 3. Either you can have a leaf skeleton or might find one that would be significant or a message for you. You have this gun, revolver. Somebody could be in the defense, army, police, something like that. I'm hearing this gun lighter. Maybe somebody has that. There's something about this thing spinning, this, whatever this is, like where you put the bullets. Like I'm seeing that spinning, so I don't really know what that is. But if that is resonating with anybody, then that could be a message. You have the flamingo. So balance, dance. Pink could be a color or a significant color for you here, the flamingo pink. Maybe it's a lucky color for you, or it's your favorite color. Whoever's watching. You have the Eiffel Tower. So I'm hearing tourist. I'm seeing photography and tourists and clicking a lot of pictures. Okay. Maybe you capture something in the picture, or maybe you want to take a picture here, or maybe it's like a photography competition, and this is one of the pictures over there, something like that. You have this bird on a branch. So for some of you, you could live next to a park, or you like going to a park and sitting down and watching this one particular bird sitting on this branch. Some of you, you could talk to it. There's something significant about that bird. It could be a past loved one. The next we have is a dragon. So I feel like you guys could, some of you could resonate with the dragon, like a dragon tattoo or dragons catch your attention. You could have a dragon soul, like dragons really resonate with you. You have this plane, I think it's a fighter plane, not sure, or a cargo plane, like old military is what I'm seeing over here, like war veteran is what I'm hearing. Either you are, or you have something from somebody who was or is. If so, this is your reading. And then you have another flamingo coming out over here. I feel like mirror effect is what I'm hearing with the two flamingos. You're kind of mirroring something, or something is mirroring you. For some of you, like this could be like a stalker or something, is what I'm seeing. Like somebody could be stalking you. I don't feel like it's anything harmful, but somebody's just got their eye on you constantly, is what I'm watching. Like they could be mirroring your behavior and your nature and likes and dislikes and things like that. You have the butterfly over here, so there's some social butterfly is what I'm hearing for someone. Or you have recently posted a video about wings or with wings. That is specifically for someone. So let's take a look at what the Starseed Oracle wants to tell you. Group number 3. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came on. Trust time is not running out. Okay, so we did get something about war veteran and age wise and all that. So I feel like you guys, majority of group number 3, you could be either old souls or like age wise. You could be quite like you've seen a lot in life, and you could be feeling like you're running out of time for something. And this is a message over here that you're not running out of time. Life is just beginning for you. Hopefully that makes sense. Like you're not running out of time. Time is like a construct that we have made, but like we exist beyond time and beyond dimensions. Like the mind can go anywhere, and that is something that you need to know. You're not running out of time. So if there's something that you've been waiting for, I feel like each day you're moving closer towards it, but you don't know this. Like you haven't taken the time to stop and look back and see where you were and how far you've come. Some of you need to do this. Stop where you are and ask yourself, last month who was I and where was I as a person, and today where I am as a person. Like how have I grown or how have I changed? There's a need for you to take stock. Okay, let's check out the tarot for you. You have the 6 of Swords. So like I said, there is a need for you to stop and think about where you have been and where you are now, and see how far you've come in this journey. What are the lessons you have learned on this journey? What has this journey taught you? How has it shaped you or molded you? Yeah, because like you have a lot of experience. I feel like you guys, like age wise, you could be, I'm feeling like most of you would be in your early 30s and above. Like most of group 3 is what I'm feeling like. So you have a lot of experience, but how has it shaped you or molded you? What has it turned you into? Like, that is something that you need to, take a stock of for yourself. Okay, so take a stock of for yourself. And if you feel like you're not where you are, then trust the timing. So okay, so probably you have a goal, you haven't reached it, and you feel like time is running out and you're never going to be there, you're getting older, and how are you going to manage and all of these things. And I feel like you don't see that how far you have come. So there's a need for you to stop now, look back, and notice where you were when you began and where you are now, and how far you have come and what you have learned and how you're going to apply it going forward. Okay, here you have the page of wands. So the pages are young energy, the wands are choosing a new direction. So this new information is going to give you a new perspective, a new direction, open up a choice for you, at this time in your life, to choose who you want to be and what you need to do to be that person, or where you want to be, what you want to change, what you want to stick to, what needs to stay, what needs to go. This is the start of a new journey for you with all these lessons that you have learned previously. That is the reason why they saying time is not running out, because you still have time to create the life that you want, or to make the changes that need to be made. You like, probably if you're thinking like you've messed up in a certain area and you've lost the chance, then this is a message that the chance is not lost, you can still do something about it. Okay, take the lessons, and with the lessons you will know, you will see the opening or the direction or the thing that you need to do in that direction to have whatever it is that you are wanting to have. You have the hermit over here. So like I said, you need to take time to spend alone, to think about, to have time to think about these things, to really think about where you were and where you are now, and where you're going from here, or where you want to go from here, to be able to see the next step. I feel like you guys need to understand that there is a time for movement, there is a time for rest. You are never always going to be in action mode, you're never always going to be in rest mode. You have to find the balance between the action and the rest. So if for 2 weeks you have been all there, conscious in the now, doing the things that you need to do, there is going to be a day or 2 or 3 that you will need to take to not do anything, but to just reflect on those 2 weeks that you have been being and doing, if this is making sense to anyone. Now you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the fire. Okay, so having the will to take the right actions at the right time, or take the actions that are needed and in that time. But this guy is fueled by passion, which means uh, that he's not just doing anything and everything, he's doing the things that calls to him, that speaks to him, that makes sense to him, that adds value to his life. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to confirm this anymore, like somebody needed to hear up till there. Okay, so then we have the Five of Cups. Disappointment, regret, sadness. Somebody's pulling her for attention, but she's not saving this person. There's sadness and there's regret, like she wants to do something, but she doesn't have the courage to do it. Maybe this is somebody is feeling this way, like you want to do things, but you don't have the courage to do it. And I feel like this time is going to show you how to do this. probably you think it should be done this way, or everybody is telling you it should be done this way, but you can do the same thing but in a different way. And this time that you step back and you analyze where you were and what you have been doing and all that, and then you're finding a way to have the courage to do what you should be doing, or you think you should be doing in this time. Like I said, okay, you have the Ace of Swords over here. So you're breaking this net, you're breaking the restrictions, the constraints, you're finding that idea, you're finding the insight, you're finding the the direction, the logic, the right way to break out of this, the right way to break out of this. Okay, it can be like, breakout is breakout, but you can be smart about it and you can be rash about it also. But you guys are taking the, like, by stepping back, you're finding the right way to do it, the logical way to do it, the way that works for you and everybody else around you also. And that is something that is very important on this journey. You have the Nine of Pentacles coming out over here. So I feel like you're finding a way to fill your own cup, and from there water everybody else around you. Like you finding a way to fill your own stomach and then be able to help the other people around you over here. So you're finding a breakthrough in doing something. So you've been doing it for 2 years and 3 years and 4 years, and it's not been working. But now that you've taken yourself out and you sat back, you are able to see a different way to do it, or try a different way to do it, and one try at a time. Like, it's not that you're going to try something different and it's going to go boom, like, victory and all that thing. No, but it is going to take you one step closer, one understanding, one change at a time, right? And that is how you create the Nine of Pentacles. This is how you create your own stability, and because of your stability you are able to stabilize people around you, or feed people around you, or fill people around, like, whichever way that applies, put it according to your understanding and situation. And the last message is the Three of Wands. So climbing the ladder is what I'm getting, is what I'm hearing here. You guys are climbing the ladder, you're learning how to climb the ladder, but it is not in the usual way. You're doing it differently, you're understanding how to do it differently. So basically I feel like you could be finding loopholes in your situation to overcome this situation. You're looking deeper into this. Three of Wands, like, this is a planned move over here. You're not moving rashly. Like I said, you're very balanced with very balanced in your way of understanding and doing. You're not just doing, you're understanding and putting into action. So it's very planned action over here is what you guys are learning. Now these are oracle messages, so let's take a look at get a feel of this energy. You have patience over here. Okay, so you guys are birthing something, and there is a need for you to have patience in this process. A lot of times it will feel like, that's a brilliant idea, let's apply it, and tomorrow it should work. And then you apply it, you have that full josh and like that full juice, and you apply it, and but it doesn't work out the way it was, you were imagining in your mind. And there's a need for you to remember, trust the timing. Just because it didn't work, it doesn't mean your efforts were wasted or they're going to go unnoticed. But like, right now is not the time. So those efforts are still important, and you need to have patience. You need to keep going, you need to keep doing, you need to keep understanding. And when you step out, you're finally going to see how it all comes together. All right, the next is you have postponement. So again, another patience over here is needed, because there's a need for you to you cannot really see the picture of where you are supposed to be and where you can be. You can only know as per what you know about yourself, things that you can and cannot do, but you're still not aware of your full potential. And that's why you have to need for planning your next step. So postponement over here is keeping your eye on the goal and then going one day at a time, one step at a time, one understanding, one thought at a time. You are, taking this journey. You have the creator over here, so you are creating your own life, group number 3. And in the process of that creation, this is where you are, this is what you're learning towards that in the, like, that overall process. These are the steps. Trust is a big thing for you right now, so that could be a major struggle. Like, you also have trust as your last card over here, so trust could be a big thing for you now. Like, the impatience could be building, and then you have to remind yourself that no, I need to trust in the timing. It's not yet time. I need to trust. It's not yet time. Okay, that could be something for you. These are messages from the universe. So let's check out your messages. You have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. So your wishes are going to come through. You are going to create this life that you want, but right now this is where you are in the process of creating this. Okay, then you have the elements. The element of fire, air, earth and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. So I feel like group number 3, you guys are naturally protected by your spirit team to be able to do this journey. So that is something that you need to hold confidence in. The moment you start to feel yourself slipping or falling, or you feel like you cannot take it anymore, you don't have any more strength, any more courage, call upon your spirit team. Whether you can imagine them or not, call upon your spirit team to help you in whichever way you need guidance and deliverance at this time. Self-confidence, strong self-belief and a sense of worth. Okay, so being confident in who you are and what you can create out of who you are. This is something that you need to believe in. This is something that the universe or your team is asking you to believe in. I feel like, I need to say this, group number 3, as long as you come from divine love for self and everybody around you, there is no right way, there is no wrong way. You cannot go wrong if your intentions are love. Okay, if you want to know more about this, like, please do check out my videos. I've spoken a lot about this journey. I myself am on this journey, and these are areas that I have witnessed. I have personally witnessed and understood and talked about in my videos. So do check out those videos. When we talk about love, it can get very tricky where you feel like you're being a doormat, and like, so there's a very fine line between that. So I have spoken about this in my older videos. If you would like to go check that out, in the times where you need a little more boost or a little more confidence, or you just need somebody to remind you of where you are and what you're doing and who you are and how the journey is, and the common sense way of spirituality. So spiritual common sense. I'm not saying that I am I do, yes, I do have spiritual common sense, but I'm not saying like I know it all. But because I have done it, this is my personal journey, my personal understanding. It's not somebody else's understanding that I'm talking about. So it's my own experience, and that's the reason why like, I'm very confident of what I have put out over there. So confidently I can tell you it might help you answer questions that you will come up with during this journey. So do check out those videos. But for now, I hope this helps. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light. Bye.